What's up, everybody? Still out here warming up. Truck. It's not that cold, not right now. I hope y'all enjoyed my last video. I want to say I was watching a lot of videos, and I did told you I was watching a lot of videos this past weekend of how everybody was talking about the problems they have in the trucking business, the ones who have their trucks, and the problems they having of how the rates is so low. And you know, people were saying, the economy is bad and stuff and all that. It's not only bad here; it's bad around the world. But I'm gonna I don't hear nobody talking about this, but I hear if you go to some sites they talk about it, but nobody do a video and talk about this. And I'm really gonna talk about it. America is is the land of opportunity. You know, all of us is visitors here. All of us is foreigners here because the only person we really foreigners here is the Indians. But that's here and saying there. But the trucking business is bad now because there's too many of us. There's too many of us. There's too many truck drivers in the business. When I first started out, man, you had to go through so much to just get your CDLs. And the industry made it a whole lot easier for people to get their CDLs. They made it a whole lot easier. You don't get the real proper training like I went through. I went through 2 weeks in school back then. 2 weeks in school back then. And right now they go through a week and they got their CDLs. So that's one reason. Like Amazon training people to go to school, so because they want to put people in trucks. That's why there's so much accidents out here today. Number two is the rates is bad because now this is a land opportunity, okay? And I believe anybody got the rights to try to come to this country and make a living. But the one thing I'm gonna say, a lot of these foreigners, Africans, Latinos, Spanish, Mexicans, they came over and they fucked the rates up. They was accepting low rates. While one time the average rate was $2.75 a mile, they go in there and do it for $2.50 a mile. When they got $2.50 a mile, they did it for $2.40 a mile. And it went down and down and down and down. But that basically these companies look at. Give you an example. Like for Amazon, if you go to Baltimore to Richmond, Virginia, that was $1,000. Or say you go 400 and some miles, Baltimore to Charlotte. That was every bit of $1,600 to $1,800 to go that far. The foreigners would do it for $1,000. So they look at it and say, "Oh man, well, they did it for $1,000. Let's start at $1,000." While we sit around, look for the rates to go up, they done it. They just grab it. They didn't understand what that holding on the board, let the rates go up. No, they just grab it. That's all they did is grab it. And they went lower, they grab it. They went lower, they grab it. They went lower till the rates is bad now. So the rates are so bad now, they grab it. Now, I was on the Amazon board the other day. a load that I normally do, was usually pay like $700. I think it was $700 some, right? And they started off at $525. That's okay. I'm gonna sit there and wait on it. Sit on and wait on it. They had a couple on there, right? I'm gonna sit and wait on it, because they're gonna put the rates up. Bam! They grab it. Like, what the hell y'all grab it for that amount? What the hell y'all grab it for that amount for? Then the next day, they put the rates lower. They grab it. So a load I normally run to make $700 to $900 on, they're trying to give it out now for a little bit less than $400, and they grabs it. To sit there and say the foreigners, they hurt the business. Yes, they did hurt the business. I have to agree with that, and I believe everybody need to come to this country opportunity. But I'm gonna tell you, y'all foreign people who driving trucks, y'all hurt the business, because y'all was doing this freight for a little amount, and now y'all have to rate so low that people is struggling who have their truck. From the grace of God, that I'm keeping my head right here above water, that I can see up there. I got everything else up below water. You're trying to hold on and hope everything get better. And a lot of foreigners, y'all have to stop. Y'all have to stop doing the cheap freight. And then, in fact, we got more and more truck drivers in the business. More and more truck drivers in the business. So we can blame a lot on the brokers. Yes, the brokers, they got scooped to the game and say, oh man, these jokers doing it for cheap. Cause they know what we ain't gonna do. Some foreigner guy come here and they gonna do it for cheap freight. They ain't gonna negotiate with you. You got so many apps now, so many Lord board apps that you ain't gonna negotiate with them. You ain't gonna negotiate with Snyder. You ain't gonna negotiate so much with JB Hunt. There's something part of the government. I'm gonna say government have to start looking in and investigate the brokers, these companies over the cheap freight. It's something, you gotta do some regulations. What is it? FMIC, whatever the shit they're called. They will regulate us, truck drivers, but they don't go after the companies. They don't go after these brokers. To regulate them or say, okay, you know what now, y'all cannot go lower than $220 a mile. Y'all can't do it. So that's the two main reasons. Well, the two main reasons is the foreigners that came here and started doing cheap freight, and we got too many truck drivers in the industry now. Somehow we have to do something at a trucking industry to band together to stop that. And once again, I always say, if we shut this country down, we don't run for 1 week. We shut this country down for 1 week, we can control this business. Until we as truck drivers band together and support each other, they can continue screwing us. Put a comment in the comment section. I'm about to head down this road, y'all. Peace.